What's up everybody, it's KelseeBrianaJai here with a review, swatches, and a tutorial using the new Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. This palette is brand new to the market. You guys know Urban Decay is famous for their naked palette. Urban Decay has been in the game for such a long time. My first palettes in my entire collection are actually Urban Decay, so they always hold a special place in my heart. Urban Decay always brings out a certain element of nostalgia for me. Naked Cherry is the first launch in the Naked line since they have decided to discontinue the OG Naked palette. If you guys don't know, that palette is going bye-bye. They're trying to phase it out now. They've given discounts on it, so if you want that palette, now is the time to get it. But this is what's replacing it. It is the new era of the Naked palette. Here is the packaging. So this is totally different than the original Naked palette. My original Naked palette packaging was like this velvet velour type packaging. They've done away with this. This is very sturdy, heavy packaging. I think that it's super cute. Of course, it's cherry, and I like this color. This palette retails for $49, and Urban Decay is sold at so many different retailers. I will have some of them linked down below in my description box. The description of this palette straight from Urban Decay's website reads, "This is our wildest way yet to look better naked. Naked Cherry eyeshadow palette has a sexy vibe that's more tart than sweet. With 12 never before picked neutrals, this vamped up cherry hue palette is sure to bring out your sultriest, most tempting eye looks ever. These 12 all new shades include of the moment soft mattes and sizzling metallics, ranging from creamy ivory and shimmering rose gold to the most intense black cherry. We're addicted to being a deep mauve matte that is right on trend, and we can't get enough of Drunk Dial, a shimmering metallic burgundy that takes smoky looks to a smoldering climax." Urban Decay also claims that the formulation of this eyeshadow does not flake and it does not fade, and it says each shade is made from our mind-blowing formula that gives its velvety texture, rich color, and blendability. So of course I have the eyeshadows on my lid now. I used a good amount of them. The palette looks really pretty. It definitely has that cherry vibe to it. None of the colors are very bright red, which is kind of what I was expecting, but these are more muted cherry colors. So it has colors ranging from light to dark, and of course there's a mix of finishes in this palette. I feel like all of these eyeshadows perform differently. Some of them are more opaque, some of them are more dusty, but I was able to build up the matte eyeshadows. The shimmery eyeshadows, you can wear them like they come, but I sprayed them with Fix Plus to intensify them just because I wanted them to go to the next level. I did get a lot of fallout with this palette. Even making sure that I tapped off my brush, I still feel like a lot of the shades gave me a lot of fallout, and they were a little bit chunkier to work with. They're not the most seamlessly formulated eyeshadows. I do feel like other eyeshadows on the market are formulated a little bit better. To me, this formulation is the same way as the way I remember the Naked palette being, the original one. I have not used that palette in many years. I actually gave mine to my little cousin, but from what I remember, this is how those eyeshadows performed, which, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed the way that that palette performs when it first released, but now since the makeup industry has evolved so much, I wanted a little bit more from the formulation of these eyeshadows. I wanted them to be more so velvety and a little bit smoother, a little bit more buttery, and I just wasn't getting that. So it's not bad, I just don't feel like it's on par with their competitors. Even within Urban Decay's own line, I feel like the Born to Run eyeshadow palette has a little bit more depth to it. I feel like the colors are not as thinly formulated. Plus, I feel like all of these colors are light. All of these are light except for these two. Those are the only two, and on my complexion, that's just not showing up in a complimentary way. And then I'm gonna jump into the eye demonstration. Let me know what you guys think. Enjoy. Wayne Goss number 16 brush, I'm going to first go in with the color Juicy. And I'm going to take this above my crease as my transition color, so back and forth. Back and forth. And this color is really soft. It's going to give me a nice wash of like a juicy peach. Right underneath that color, using the same brush, I'm going to take Bing. I'm applying that directly in the crease. Careful not to cover up Juicy. I'm just going to apply this back and forth right on the end of it. So I'm moving down. Again, back and forth. A really soft, muted color. Same color, and I'm going to take a more compacted brush. This is a Wayne Goss number 20. Dip back into Bing. And I'm going to apply that directly in the crease again. But now, since I'm using a more compact brush, the color is going to apply a lot more concentrated. So I'm just keeping that directly in the crease. And since we used a more fluffy brush to first apply the color, it's already diffused. So this brush is just going to intensify it. Same brush, and I'm going to move in with the color Devilish. And I'm just going to blend this a little bit further down on the crease, a little bit on the lid, and move it onto the lid. So I'm just going to pack this color here. I'm not going to take it on the outer corner of the lid, more so in the center. Same brush, and I'm going to take the color Privacy, and that's what I'm going to put on my outer corner. So just tap that color on the outer corner and blend it upwards. And make sure to blend it over as well. And slightly into the crease. Now I'm going to switch to a Chikuhodo AF5 brush and pick up a bit of the color Bang Bang. Bang Bang. I'm going to take this color and pop it on my inner corner. This looks like a pretty light type color, which it is. It's like a wash. And same brush, and I'm going to take the color Young Love. So I'm first going to go in with this color Dry. I want to see how this color performs by itself. So I'm just going to pack this on in the empty space. I'm making sure I'm blending it up to the crease but not in the crease. And then I also am making sure I'm blending it next to that inner tear duct color. I actually got a good amount of fallout with this, so make sure you top off your brush. Taking some Fix Plus. And I'm just going to pat this on. Yeah, that intensified it a lot. That looks much better foiled than it does by itself. With no hydration, it's just like an iridescent wash. But with some hydration, it makes that color pop. I actually want to go back with Bang Bang and some Fix Plus too. Yes, that looks better. These are like grittier eyeshadows, so they're not super smooth at all. Same brush, and I'm going to take Bang Bang on the lower inner corner. Same brush, and I'm going to take the color Drunk Dial, and I'm going to take that across the majority of the lower lash line, leaving a little bit on the outer corner open. And lastly, same brush with the color Privacy, right on the very outer corner, connect that to the top. Alright, so this is the finished look using the Naked Cherry palette. Let me know what you think about this palette down in the comment section. I personally am going to pass on it. I wasn't a fan of the formulation of the eyeshadows. I feel like they were very dry. They gave me a lot of fallout. Some of them are more pigmented than others, but I just overall found the palette to be inconsistent. And I just don't care for colors like this on my complexion. For me personally, I do not enjoy this palette. I like the packaging and I like the concept, but I don't really like the execution. Let me know your thoughts. Please sound off in the comment section. If you have not already, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to keep checking out videos from yours truly. And I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Smooches. Bye.